SpaceX Starship SN10 explodes in ball of flames after first landing. SpaceX's 164 feet tall rocket fired its engines for a second time today, March 4, just after 11:15 p.m. GMT. The prototype rocket launched from the Boca Chica launch pad in South Texas, pushed upwards by its 3 Raptor engines. About 4 minutes after liftoff, the rocket reached its designated altitude of 6.2 miles, 10 kilometers. SN10 then tipped over by 90 degrees and fell to the ground belly side down. About 6.5 minutes into the flight, the rocket ignited 2 of its engines and slowly touched down on the launch pad. SpaceX's Starship SN10 prototype nailed its first launch and landing attempt today, just hours after the flight was aborted on the launch pad at Boca Chica, South Texas. Unfortunately, the rocket was blown to smithereens just minutes after touching down. According to a SpaceX commentator, the rocket made its soft landing on one engine and it appears as though the rocket did not land on its feet. Then, just minutes after touching down, methane leaking from the spacecraft caught fire and SN10 went up in a spectacular ball of flames. SpaceX fans worldwide were dying to see the rocket nail its first launch and landing attempt after the crash landings of the SN8 and SN9 models in December and February respectively. One fan tweeted after the landing, "It's not every day you see history being made. Congratulations SpaceX people. Mars awaits. Starship SN10." Another person said, SpaceX just pulled off its first successful landing of the SN10 prototype. After exploding during its first 2 attempts, Starship has officially landed. And a third person said, "That's what happens when you fly Starship after Taco Tuesday. Just sayin'." Elon Musk's firm attempted to launch the prototype earlier today but SN10's onboard computers auto-aborted the flight at the very last second. According to Mr. Musk, the abort was triggered by a slightly conservative thrust limit on the engines. After SpaceX ran through the data and inspected the rocket for faults, SN10 was cleared for another launch attempt today. Mr. Musk tweeted, "Launch abort on slightly conservative high thrust limit."